Alright. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I don't know if that sound is still there, but I will just try and do this. I don't know, like a weird sound, which might be going soon. I just got to start recording now. So let me just mute that one so that I can actually hear my game. But anyways, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You guys would actually hear that sound for quite a while because I turned it on mistakenly, but whatever. I'm just so glad that we're all here, and I hope my stream goes as well as I want it to. But welcome, guys. This is the prototype eSports PRO SCRIMS. It's a weekly scrims for now till they go big. It's just 16 teams that will be granted registration. Registration is every Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. But that being said, we're playing 3 matches today. The prize pool is 6,000 naira, as you can see there. 5,000 goes straight to the winner. So you either win or you win, if you know what I mean. So that being said, 5k goes to like the person that wins the scrims, and the remaining 1k will go to the highest fragger. And when we talk about fraggers, we're not talking about how you throw the nades. We're talking about how much you can kill people. That being said, we're going all the way from Novo Repnoye down to Severny. I've not called out the teams in the lobby. We've got third party Porridge, we've got TNC, we've got Angels and Demons, Blank Legion, SDZ, Citizens Gaming, Dark Side, HUB, this will be the Dark Lords, Triplex Gaming, Unsullied Army, Ninja Gaming, PUBG Asylum, Fear Gaming, and Shadow Hounds will be the 16 teams that we have for today. We are out here in Erangel, as we see everyone trying to get into their favorite positions on the map. I do not know what the settings for the room is, but I hope it's like custom, and I hope it's custom, and I hope, like, you know, it doesn't like take a whole lot of time. Disclaimer, I am trying my Trovo once again to see how it's going to work. I really hope that it turns out the way I want it to. Just a second, I want to quickly check on my screen to see if it's still making that noise. Yeah, it just stopped. Well, but anyways, I hope it doesn't start again now that I'm streaming and talking. But anyways, we're pulling over to Yasnaya, where we see about 3 teams landing on each other as we're about to get started in this B. Wow, why is my game lagging? Alrighty, I guess we're back to normal. We've got 3 teams over here in Yasnaya, Poliana, and where else do we have? A little bit of cluster. We've got a little bit of cluster over here in the ruins part of this map. As you see, the boys from Dark Lords moving pretty close to the boys from Hub Gaming. As you see, Salma, we're taking shots at Melodious, who has no gun. He's just behind this rock, and shots coming out. Potato Song. Melodious with the OP movement. He doesn't seem to get tagged up. Melodious. The car is coming in from more members from HUB. Has started to reopen to pit Melodious, but Melodious is doing a beautiful job avoiding himself from being shot at. But nope, he will be taken out, and his teammate will be toxic. Will be driving away from there. HUB loses 1 player early up in the game to the boys from Dark Lords, or actually to the guys from Dark Lords. But we got 2 teams over here in Pochinki, which will be Angels and Demons, up against the boys from Ninja Gate. Oh, actually, third party Porridge. Let me see you in the chat. I want to see who are you rooting for? Who do you think is not take this one home? I want to see you spam the chats here. Anyways, I'll be putting it over back. Oh, we've got boys in Severny also. We see Easy loading up the nade. Is that going to be a Kobe? No, it's not, as he's trying to get the nades up onto 11 from SDZ. It's the boys from PUBG Asylum up against the boys from Citizens Gaming in Severny. So when the fight starts, we know where it's going on. We'll be keeping our eye out on all of these guys on the map, as all of them seem pretty far. The boys from Tenacity Gaming will be leaving Yasnaya, trying to find a better place in the zone. Okay. I'm leaving it over here in Severny where we've got most of the action happening. We'd also like to go back to Pochinki, but Pochinki, the boys from Angels and Demon are still quite far away from the boys from Third Party Purge. Every other person that's getting to the zone. The zone is pretty much southwestern or western actually. Still looks pretty nice, one of the nicest you can ever get. We're down to just 2 teams in Yasnaya, the boys from Darkside and Fear Gaming. But the boys from team Jacuzzi. Righty, the boys from PUBG Asylum trying to play, trying to get a flank, but you see Jacuzzi getting a flank onto 11, gets 11 tagged up. He's getting shot from behind by God, who's going to take him down. Doesn't quite seem to get the confirm. Jacuzzi goes down, 11 goes down, but 11 will be raised up as he's pretty close to Priest. But Jacuzzi was the only one that went on the flank. And you all know what they say happens to flankers. Flankers die alone. You a flank, now you go chop your team on your own. That's why sometimes I don't like flanking, because when you flank, you see you get to like use angles or get exposed for angles that you don't know about. But while we keep an eye on them, we see the boys from Angels and Demon moving pretty close to the boys from Third Party Purge. They're very close. They're very close. They should be hearing each other's footsteps right now. As we see shots already coming out from the boys from Third Party Purge up onto Riptide, but Roach will be pushing up into this building. Unfortunately, they will not be in this building. Oh, they are in this building. Lucid is out here on the balcony. He goes outside. He knows they're just a 3-man team. He doesn't want to risk it too much, but Angels and Demon getting this mad circle up on the guys from Third Party Purge. If they pull this up correctly, I've seen this happen before in Pochinki. If they pull this up correctly, this should be going to the boys from Angels and Demon, but the boys in Yasnaya would not be waiting for that to happen, as we see Hawk has been downed by one of the guys from team from that side. As we see shots still coming out. I think Knack 5. I think that would be Knack, so I'll just let him out. More shots coming out from Terror up onto Knee. You see the smokes coming out for Ox 8. But Knee will be letting shots go out onto Terror, but no. It's not. Is he aware of Nax in this building? They want to come for the red. Nax will be trying to come down from this building. Deku trying to see if he can get a wide flank. The smoke's coming out from Lens. Lens will be coming out for the res. Up onto Hulk. Is Nax going to let this one happen? Is Nax going to let this one happen? I think Nax is going to let this res go off onto the boys from Fear. You see Hulk is getting rest up. The cover fire coming from me to distract them. But now we've got Hulk and Lens in the same building with Nax. This could spell trouble for Nax who doesn't know what is going on. You shouldn't have let that rest come off. But that being said, he's throwing smokes down the stairs. Is that smokes? Is that nades? He's throwing it downstairs. But Lens and Hulk, they know there's someone upstairs. They hear his footsteps. But Nax will be jumping out of this building. He doesn't want any of this trouble, and he'll be heading out. Oh, not slow motion. Shots coming out from Fear onto Terror as Terror gets tagged up in that car rotation. Gunman team also in a car. He'll be coming from behind. I don't know what he was thinking, but Terror will be taking out. More shots coming out from the boys from that side. I can already see my stream is going slow motion. I'm so sad as we see the nade from Hulk onto Hulk. Sometimes you see OPJ plays just don't land as Hulk lands himself a second knock, but Lens will also be taken out as we see the boys from Darkside pushing into this fight. It's 3v3, Knee getting tagged up, Knee will be tagged up as you see. No! Coming from the side was going to be Deku will be the last one up against Max, Uteku try to get knee up. No, he will not, and knee will be dying. Max will be trying to see if he can get his health back up. We're all in this building. Max sees him with the Uzi. It's a Uzi against the DP. Who is going to take this one home? Max going from outside. He's going to try and get a res onto any of his teammates. A res is still possible up onto one of his teammates, as you see. You see Deku will be going upstairs to try and get the res up onto Hawk. It's going to be a 2v2, but while we wait for that to happen, it's going on in Pochinki, as we see Mexi already getting tagged up by the party purge. Blue Tide also going down. Laser will be the one up against boys from third party purge as they're pushing in. Weapon seems to be pushing him onto Laser. He's getting tagged up. Laser tries to laser him, but not Weapon. Putting in the work. Laser switch the weapon, gets him down. Laser down to 1 HP, actually 20 HP. This is the last of his mag up onto him. As we see PUBG Asylum getting taken out by Fist, if I'm not mistaken, by the boys from SDZ. As we see the boys from third party purge instantly reduced to just one player, as Immortal will be the last one left for the boys from, oh no, SDZ winning the fight over there in Severny. I'm so sorry I missed that one. It was going on over here in this place, but we see Dark Side. They got the res up, and Hulk yet again is down. Deku will be the last one up again for Fear Gaming, as we see the boys from Dark Side pushing into this one, but no, they will be taking him out, and that will be Fear going out in 14 plays. The boys from Shadowhound the boys from Shadowhound should have heard those shots, and they might just be pushing into this fight. Roach still moving close to the boys from Immortal, who's trying to get into, you know, safe haven, trying to run away from this fight. Shots coming out onto him, but no, none of the shots will be connecting. Immortal will still be trying to get out of here. He is on the roof. Apparently he's trying to see if he can wipe this one, apparently. Yeah, interested. Okay, you think he can pull this one off? Can he pull this one off? Boys from Angels and Demons will be trying to see if they can push this one on. Shots coming out from Immortal, gets Roach up on the building, gets him tagged up. We'll be trying to see if he can go for the confirm. Yes, he will be able to get in, and it's going to be a 1v1. It's Roach against Laser. You see everyone trying to get into the new zone. The zone is about to show its new face. Yeah. And the zone pushing us further central. Goes sort of kind of north. Tenacity with the rotation coming down the hill. That looks promising. The boys from Dark Lords will be finding their way into the zone all the way from Zaki. This is rotation from everybody in the zone. We've got Immortal up against the last man from Angels and Demons. It's a 1v1. Who is watching TV and is on live? Brother, that's not done. Okay, I really don't know why this stuff is actually slow motion, because over here it's telling me when I, oh no. Okay. This is slow motion PA. I don't want to reduce the graphics, man. But shots coming out as Laser has been spoiled by Immortal. Immortal with the pre-fire. But Laser gets him tagged up to 1 HP. Immortal will be trying to run away from this one. He's getting heavily pursued. But yes, he gets taken out by Laser. Good game coming out from Laser over there.
Immortal, fuck you. Fuck them.
Oh, you don't want that language on my chat, man.
Lose.
We're down to 12 teams in the lobby. This is zone 2.
Okay, love it. You love it for us. Love it. Yeah, love it.
Boys from backside must have heard the boys from Citizens getting rotated into the zone. But bro, can you like show up, bro?
Now what I want to do is think about how
It's still possible up to one of his teammates as you see.
Cause now I'm not going to remember how we talked yesterday.
Everyone's pretty much too far away from each other in the zone. See the boys from City that means getting pretty close to an airdrop over there. I'm trying to I'm try something. I hope this doesn't work in my stream, but okay. Nah, I don't like this slow motion. I'll move on to someone who's moving.
well, one way to think about it is what's changed and what has not changed about this factor. But what's not changed is still pointing in the same direction. So it's the same direction. Multiplying by the scalar until they combine it to not change the direction that my vector is going.
Putting over to the boys from Pochinki as we see them getting pretty close to each other ish. What? How many third party projects do we have in this lobby? I don't think this is allowed. I don't know if what he's doing is going to get. I think they're gonna get like, you know, punished for this. Well, anyways, I just see something pop up on the Q feed. Yes, I did ish. Yes, as you see the boys from Sudan, you go down to the boys from Blank. Almost missed that one. Oh, letting the shots come out. They're in the car. It's Cole and Taser in the car. They're trying to get out of here. Their car is smoking currently. They're still getting shot at. And the boys from Blank pushing in onto this one. We'll be getting both of them tagged up. And JC will be the last one left for on Solid Army. And he will heading the other way round. Blank getting the beautiful knocks and confirm up onto Solidarity over there. Give me the number of frames and that per second to let me just reduce it first. I want to just see how this thing is They'll be getting out of there. Tyrant, fortunately, will be able to be raised up by JC, but no, they'll be driving just past them. But I think they hear the footstep, and it's going to be JC up against all of them. No, he gets tagged up. Tyrant to be the last one left up in this small shack. He's trying to heal up. He's down on health. He's got himself back to 100 HP. Can he do this one? Nate's coming out up onto Tyrant. Tyrant tries to get out of the building, but he's getting tagged up from behind. But no, I guess that'll be a car explosion taking him out. Or actually, no, gas can though. Ah, you love to see it, don't you? Going with the gas can, but you see the guys from Hub are getting tagged up by Tenacity Gaming as they're trying to rotate into the zone. Sim God has been taken down. But Toxic, Andrex will just be heading away from this, but no, they want to get the res, and they're here. Sama gets out of the car too early and gets tagged up. I think they're about to take on a fight, but no, they're taking shots. Drex letting the shots go back. Oh no, this cannot be happening. I thought I already had this one. Jojo will be rotated into the zone. I don't like. We're still getting shot by Jojo. And oh no, doesn't quite get to hit him, but still got to be getting Jojo with that M4 from the window of the car. I'm not vibing with my little bit of like delay in my sound, which is why I'm like swiping up and swiping down just to see if that actually reconfigures it. Shots coming out from the boys from TNT trying to lay cover fire for Jojo, but no, that will not be happening. Who is giving me this render? Toxic will be trying to get away from the car. Oh, now I'm most likely going to be shifting myself to YouTube, because now I'm having like a little bit of yeah, there's a little bit of a delay. Shots coming out. I don't know why Salma is getting out of the car and getting back into the car, but she's down. But shots still coming out up onto the boys from Tenacity Gaming. I don't like this one. Toxic will be getting into the car and trying to get on the flank. Will he be able to do this one? Not on the flank. He will be pushing directly to the boys from Citizens Gaming. He has to refill the vehicle. Wow. What is going on here? What exactly is going on here? Yeah, I know everyone's going to be popping up in the chats doing, it's slow movie, I've used slow motion. But shots coming out from Toxic that he's just taken down by guard on a quick one over there. Quick one. Come on, but we see plays on taking out Sama and the boys from Dark Lord. But Drex also getting taken down from Hop Gaming, and they will be lobbied, and SimGod will be the last one left for them up on this hill. SimGod is like, fuck, I told you guys not to go. But you guys still went on. You will be snaking this one up, trying to see if you can survive, but look at Priest taking shots and gets all of them lobbied. The boys from Hub will be left with just SimGod left. What is going on with Dark Lord? They've got 3 members left. They're losing Salma to the zone. The boys from Tenacity Gaming will be letting shots come out. But Team 15 moving close to Team 12 over there. That will be Triple X Gaming moving close to SimGod over there. Do they see him? Will they be taking a shot? They will just be letting that one slide. Shots coming out, but Triple X Gaming cannot just find a place. A safe haven in this zone. Bookie will be the only one in this car, driving as fast as she can as she has gotten a teammate taken out of the car. Yeah, I know, it sucks when that happens. But we are down to 10 teams in the lobby. 11 will be getting himself healed up, but SimGod up on this hill, taking things as slow as he can. I don't think he can move that car anymore as his back tire has been slashed. Oh no, what's going on with my ping? Oh, now that explains a lot. Laser moving into the zone with that car. It's getting shot at, but no, he just stops. But no, bro, you don't stop here. Stopped in the wrong place. The boys from Citizens Gaming, or actually Blank Legion, would they have his time? Would they be stopping? Laser taking shots at them, goes back into cover. He's taking a little bit of zone damage. Now they've stopped down the zone. They know they can keep him from here, but look at him launching those nades into that part. But the boys from Dark Side's taking shots from Tenacity Gaming. As we see Escobar getting a knock onto them. 11 also popping up on the kill feed. It's all going up on this hill as we see Blank getting shot at pretty badly. Shots coming out from the boys from SDZ on this side of the... Whoa, the car explosion coming out from 11, and that will be good game coming out from the boys from Citizens Gaming as they will be pushing further up onto this hill. SimGod is on that other side. They know he's there. They're currently looking towards this direction. We're down to 7 teams in the lobby. The boys from Dark Lords will be trying to get into this zone. Shadowhounds still taking their time to rotate this one carefully. I don't know if this stuff has actually rendered right, but Triplex Gaming Bookie will be also getting shots to go out. Where? Bookie, where are you? Sprung up on the hill here, up against Ninja Gaming. It's a 1v3 over here for Bookie. Gets up, tries to get into the car, and might be just heading out of there. Boys from Ninja Gaming will be getting the rest up, but while that is happening, the boys from Citizens Gaming have already found a way to shoot at the boys from Tenacity Gaming who are trying to rotate. Don't Cry in that car, trying to get out of there. My ping is spiking. 180 and what's going on? He destroys the car, leaving Don't Cry. You don't do now. I had to waste all the mind. But anyways, Don't Cry getting his rest. Roku also getting tagged up. Don't Cry will be the last one left for Tenacity Gaming. Bookie will be very close to the boys. It's Bookie up against Backlord Link, and Bookie gets Nick tagged up quite good. The car is beside him, beside her, myself as a problem, as she will be caught in between a buggy and a car, smoking up herself, trying to see if she can find her way out of there. But the shots coming out from 11 up onto Don't Cry. Gets Don't Cry. We're down to 6 teams in the lobby. Shadowhounds, would you mind getting into the zone now? Thank you. Everyone's pretty much trying to get into the zone, but God, he will be rotating quite close to the boys from Dark Lords here. They will be letting him rotate. No, they will not, as the shots will be coming out up onto God. But God finds a safe haven in this safe zone as he will be telling his teammates where they are. God able to get up on this hill, stops, and will be going down for his hill. He's exposed to the boys from Ninja Gaming. Will they see him? God going out as the scout over here for his team, but it's going to be getting pushed by the boys from Shadowhounds. Can Shard pull off this 1v3 coming his way? It's Shard up against Amani. Amani, nope, not even giving him the chance to start as Amani takes him out, and 11 will be the last one left up here as he's getting shot at from every angle possible. Will 11 be able to get the rest up onto Freeze? But you see the shots still coming out towards him. He's trying to blow up the car. I think the car has been blown up. He spent more time with the boys from Shadowhounds. Will not be letting that happen as they still letting the shots come out up onto Bookie, who is down there, and Bookie taken out by Joker, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, she will be. And we are down to 2 teams in the lobby. You know what time it is. I'm actually using a new device to play my song today because I don't want any more lags than I'm already lagging. But that being said, it's all going on. It's Ninja Gaming up against the boys from Oh no! Shadowhounds, but Ninja Gaming drowning in the zone. Faisal will be the last one trying to get into the zone, but he'll be getting tagged up, and I'm guessing this will be the end for Ninja Gaming. Shadowhounds will be taking the first game of the day home. GG is coming out from them as we see the boys from Shadowhounds taking on the winner chicken dinner with 4 kills. Ninja Gaming finishing this one second with 1 kill. Triple X Gaming in third. Citizens Gaming in fourth with 12 kills. Hub in 5th with 4 kills. Dark Lords in 6th place with 1 kill. The boys from Tenacity Gaming finishing this one in 7th place with 2 kills. Angels and Demons finishing this one in 8th. Blank Legion finishing this one in 9th. Dark Side in 10th. The boys from Unsuli the Army finishing this one in 11th place. Third Party Purge in 12th. No, actually, no, this is not the third party purge. I think third party purge went out in 13, Fear in 14, and Culture Asylum going out in 15th place. One team did not show up, and I don't know what team that will be, but that being said, looking at my stream, I'm most likely going to be ending my stream the way it's looking because of the whole situation that we have on ground. I'm so sorry for all the lags and the slow motion. I'm still trying to find a way that I can stream to Trovo without getting those lags. It's not a problem from Trovo, it's a problem from my side. I just said I should test it out to see if it's going to work. I'm trying to watch the stream to see how it is, and if it's still looking quite alright based on what I tried lastly, I might just continue, but if it's not, I might just go all the way to YouTube. I'm so sorry for all the inconvenience and all the lags. I swear to God, I hate it also. But please bear with me. Please bear with me. Thank you. Stay tuned. Stay Crownz. Alright. I reduced my gain and I did a whole lot of other things to my microphone, which I'm going to undo because for some reason, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Nope, I'm going to remove this. I have to remove it. Now that I removed that. Yes. Ah, God. So I'm going to increase this. Testing. Alrighty. I'm so sorry for all the noise. I was trying to test something, but not slow motion again, please. Let me move on to players that are moving. People should move now. Oh God. I'm trying to see. Alrighty, we are in. If it's not your favorite map, I don't know. It's not my favorite map, but we're in the most. You know what? Let's just leave the hype for Sandhawk. But we're in the smallest map, or semi-smallest. Now that Sandhawk has got a junior brother, we're in the semi-smallest map of the match or of the game, and it's going to be Sandhawk, where you got to see the home of third-party action, the home of Infinite Snakes, the home of probably Nigerians. But anyways, that being said, we're down in the lobby. We've got a central flight path. I don't think flight path actually matters in Sandhawk, because last you reach everywhere you want to reach. But that being said, we went all the way from Camp Charlie down to Hatim, and we've got everyone going to their separate spot. I think the teams we missed in the first game was Quiet Storm, but I'll be pulling over. Well, we already are in boot camp, but I see something brewing over there in Painan, as we've got two teams. We've got Citizens Gaming and Third Party Purge in Painan. In boot camp, we've got Tenacity Gaming and Darkside. Why did you take Escobar to boot camp? But in Paradise, we're going to be having Just Ninja Gaming as the boys from Quiet Storm. Team coming with a full team, and they will be landing soft in this one, but they're pretty close to the boys from Ansulido Army, who are over there in Tapmok. And we've got the boys from Dark Lords in Khao, but Blank already getting it started with the boys from. Where would that be happening here? I don't see Blank. Oh, there they are in Camp Bravo, getting it started as the boys from PUBG Asylum have been taking down 2-3 players. As they actually did get the rest up, but Jacuzzi puts it in the work, getting a knock onto Rambo. Hybrid will be down. He sees Hybrid, but no, network too OP. Jacuzzi will be taken down. Easy was not able to support him there, but Easy will be down in Blank, and that will be all for Blank Legions as they go out. Jacuzzi, you see how you don't sort your network, man. That guy just went out. He literally went AFK in the middle of a fight, but we don't have time for that, as we see fights might stop brewing over here in Painan, as these boys don't seem to be the most patient of human beings. Then remove this charger because it's causing a little bit of lag that I don't want. So that being said, let's get this party started. It's still quite quiet in boot camp, as you see the boys from Tenacity trying to get a little bit of a rotation going left, moving left onto the boys from Dark Side, but no, they realize there are people on the left and they will be trying to go right instead. My game is rendering. Let me just switch my graphic settings just a second. Boys from Dark Side holding this one up in the middle building. They've got guys in the middle building, and they've got guys scattered everywhere in this part of the zone. The boys from Painan are still a little bit shy. No one is pushing in on anyone yet. Everyone's pretty much far apart from each other for now. We're still in zone 1. It's quite northern. We're going to see a pretty interesting finish, because I see this zone actually ending in what do you call it, in this stream is most probably going to be ending in or this zone is probably going to be ending in Camp Alpha. But let's see how that works. boys, I don't even know who to put it on, but we're still over here in boot camp waiting for something to brew, something to start, as we already see the shots coming out from the boys from backside up onto Jojo, who's been getting tagged up. But would you look at that, the boys from Citizens Gaming have pushed it up onto the boys from third party purge. They're coming in from behind, as you see Priest trying to take that wide flank up onto the boys from third party purge. TPP letting this flank come out onto them. The boys from Citizens, they've got just 3 members alive and they want to push it. Taking their time over here. This is where you wish you had 2 screens in it. But we're chilling for this one to actually go down. The boys will be enjoying their loot in Paradise, as Paradise is not the hot drop. Priest still out on this wide angle, waiting for his teammates, waiting for someone to lose guard. But speaking of lose guard, guard will be moving pretty close to Boy Vic over here, who is the new signing for third party purge. I think, yeah. He tries to go up on the hill, up on top of the building. Actually, he hears the footstep. He knows that they're Boy Vic and Lucid going right on this one. They're trying to get the wide flank. They're also trying to get the wide flank, but 11 open for that counter flank over there, waiting behind that building. Look at the formation taken by the SDZ boys. How is this one gonna play out? What do you mean fix your starting? Map of the match. Shots coming up, nades coming up, but on Sulidami we'll be getting tagged up by the boys from Hub. I don't know how they got close to each other, but for some reason they are close to each other, as we see 3 down from on Sulidami already. Floor will be the last one up against Hub. It's Flores, the 1v3, brings out his whole body. Flores gets thermite, switches the weapon to the arm, goes prone. Seems going to be getting his res up, but he hears Toxic coming from his side. Oh no, and Toxic will be taking him out, and that was a quick one coming out from the guys from Hub, and will be pulling back quickly to the boys in Hainan. Still chilling out. They're still waiting this one out. The boys in boot camp also still being shy. Nobody wants to get, in early fights. The boys from third party purge will be quietly pulling out of this one, but Priest, has Priest lost his angle on them? I think so, but Priest will not be seeing them as they be heading out, but Guard and 11 pushing in after they've decided to leave. But Lucid going up that hill might be getting a very, very nice angle up onto the boys from Citizens Gaming. But Boy Vic see Priest behind the car. Shots coming out onto Priest from Lucid, as Lucid finds him behind that car. 11 and Guard will be the last ones left for Citizens Gaming. But the nice shots coming out from 11 up onto Lucid as he's getting tagged there, but no, doesn't quite get it to fully connect onto him. Lucid's flank was countered over there. They actually found his flank, and well, with the rest be coming up onto Priest. But Manny coming down, but 11 tries to shoot him, doesn't quite get the shots to connect. It's 11 up against Manny. 11 downs in, goes for the confirm with the Thompson, and that will be hit for Manny, as it's now a 3v3 or a 2v3 officially. But 11 pulling this one up. Guard able to get the rest up onto Priest. 11 holding this one out for them up on this angle of going outside to see what's going on, as we see Guard and Priest getting up there, Resi, and Boy Vic will be getting a knock onto 11. More shots coming out from Guard. But no, that will not be happening. Priest trying to still get himself in place, but more shots coming out from Boy Vic onto 11. And Guard, do you have a nade? Yes, he does. He's loading it up. He's loading it up. Is this going to be a Kobe? Is this going to be a Kobe? Kobe, no, not going to be a Kobe, but we see the boys from Dark Side already getting started in boot camp as the shots. I just want to give you a sneak peek of what's going on over here, as 2 guys from Tenacity are down already. Roku and Jojo will be the last ones left for them, as Roku goes downstairs, doesn't get the shots to connect, he goes back upstairs, gets snacks, goes pro, Audrey goes for the crowd shot, Slowing downstairs. Goes for the confirm onto Knox with that Glacier. Where is Jojo? Where is Jojo? Jojo is downstairs trying to get more shots out, but that 3x stroke not quite putting in the work there. But it's Jojo! No, gets caught up on the reload actually, and that will be the end of the Tenacity Gaming over there. The boys from Third Party Purge also winning this fight up against SDZ in Pi 9, and we are down to 11 teams just like that in the lobby. We've got an airdrop coming down. What do we got in the airdrop? What do you mean empty? What do you mean empty? We've got the MK14. 2 shots only. 3 shots only actually. That being said, we're pulling over to everyone who's just chilling in the zone, but with fear. You're taking the shot out up onto Toxic. Nope. A-dub shot, not quite getting it. Second one. Me gets Toxic with that AWM. Beautiful shots coming out from him. I'm so glad I got this one. Ghost Pro is over here in the watchtower watching over everybody. It's still the first zone. Everyone's quite in it. No one is close to each other yet. I'm trying to just memorize the location of all of these teams, so when anything happens, I know where to be. Shots still coming out from the boys from Fear Gaming, but still putting in the work with the AWM. Nope. AWM 3x scope. He doesn't get much view that he wants to see, but well, where's Triplex Gaming? So in case they pull up, Triplex Gaming will be right beside there, but once again gets the knock with the AWM. They can't keep trading knocks like this. Shots still going out up onto Termites. Termites getting the mirrors up onto Toxic. Toxic's helmet has been gone, and bro, you've got to love that haircut. What? Bro, who is your problem, man? Where you at? Toxic. Man, that's a clean cut right there. Beautiful cut right there. But that being said, you might want to leave this place as you see more shots still coming out from the boys from Fear. They don't want this one to rest. Nice bait coming out from Termites, making them waste the bullet. But I think if you try that again, the AKM with the 3x now. Toxic out there. This is where you need your AWM, but doesn't want to waste more bullet, as they can already see the boys from Triplex Gaming pulling up onto them from their left hand side. Shots coming out up onto Simp God. He's getting tagged up, but he's able to get into the building quite quickly. But no, he gets Tether actually from Triplex Gaming coming in with the opening third party to get the knock up onto Lens with that QBU. Fear will be in the middle of 2 teams. Bookie up on the hill. Beautiful angles coming out from the boys from Triplex Gaming. Lens will be rest up perfectly. These guys want to turn Sandhawk into Mirama, and we will not agree. We shall not die. We refuse to die. You get me? That being said, chilling for this one to happen. Vixie getting shot at by Bookie from up the hill. Now Fear will actually think they're taking on 3 teams, not knowing that they're just taking on 2 in the reality of things. Fear, this is your camera position, no favor me. But anyways, leaving this one between these 3 teams, waiting for the new zone, and we already got that. That's the zone 2 coming out. But while zone 2 comes out, the boys from Quiet Storm seem to be moving so close to the boys from Ninja Gaming. It's just Lone God and Chris for this one. You see something about these guys is that I've seen Lone God play a game solo, and you can already see the knocks coming out. I'm not like very surprised. I'm not too surprised. Leo has already been knocked. I've seen these guys do this, and I know this team is capable of actually even clinching this win. But let's see, who do you think is taking this one home? I want to see the comments in the section, in the chat section, and the chat. Just let me know who you think is going to be taking this one home. This seems to be the closest fight. It's a long range fight coming out from Triplex Gaming, Hub, and Fear. over there in the central part of this zone. The boys from Shadowhounds, who took on the winner in a chicken dinner, still finding their way into the new zone as they will be lurking towards the boys from the party porch. I'm still trying to fix up my slow motion because I don't, not like I don't know why. I sort of kind of know why. But okay, let's see if we can entertain. But the shots be coming out onto Immortal. They don't want the dancing to go on as the shots be coming out. But Joker got himself tagged up by Lucid on a quick one over there. The lobby will be coming out onto him. One getting tagged up, but no, he'll be going down next to up the hill. And this fight just started right before I even saw it coming. See, the thing is, I'm trying to reduce like my frames per second to see how the whole slow motion is going to be. So, like, I'm trying that one now. It's also not working. It's too slow. It's too slow. So sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not running so much commentary, but you see TPP Lucy coming out, getting one shot, getting his confirms with the mutant up onto the boys from Shadowhounds as next zone will be the last one left for Shadowhounds. You should have just let them dance. That's what they're trying to tell you. Just let us dance. All they wanted to do was dance, but no, they did not want them doing that. Shadowhounds came in for the third party, and well, you know what they call it? Third party gone wrong. And it's a battle between my network and my streaming application ish. But that being said, the zone 3 pushes us further southwest. Yeah, southwest. But would you look at that? This is actually a zone of two sides. You can never predict PUBG zone, can you? The boys from PUBG Asylum finding their way into the zone, going on the edges of the riptide or of the water. Oh, Meg, so sorry, bro. You should have let them dance. Third party purge finishing this key, or actually able to take this fight with with 3 members still alive. You love to see Backlord still trying to get into the zone. I guess they're going to get into the zone faster, but the boys from Dark Side will be seeing them. We'll be catching that rotation coming out from PUBG Asylum-ish, or PUBG Asylum will be seeing them. As you see, Easy has actually been taken out by Termite from the other side. HEB putting in the work onto PUBG Asylum as Jacuzzi. Will be the last one left. I don't know why I'm tempted to call you that, but Jacuzzi. Jacuzzi will be getting the res up onto Barry. Trying to get a little bit of a reset. Easy will still be knocked out. The boys from Dark Side in bootcamp would have gotten their reses up, and the zone is pushing in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in zone 3. What happened to Quiet Storm? They are out. That's what happened. I guess Ninja Gaming was able to clean it up over there, not giving them the chance to actually shine. Keeping an eye on this one as we see Termites getting his confirm up onto Easy, Smoke, and the boys from Dark West. These boys really love the zone, but they will be taking shots from the boys from Third Party Porch up on the hill. Smoke will be in the zone, letting that 6x. 6x on Kill Easy, bro. He probably knows how to use it. I don't really like it, but look at the boys from Third Party Porch up on this hill, waiting for anyone trying to get into the zone. They're not in the zone themselves, but look at zone 4. Zone 4 moving in the favor of Fear, and I feel like these guys should be able to make, or to be able to use the advantage that they've been given. Not just an advantage, but a blessing. This is called the blessing of the zone. The boys from Top Party Pod jejely waiting for the boys from Dark Lord to try to get into the zone. Everybody has to get into the zone except Fear Gaming, but Smoke already letting some shots come out. Smoke is out of the zone. He's looking up. He sees Boy Vic making that push towards him. But nope, he's not got his eyes on Boy Vic. He's got his eyes on Lucid. I don't think he's aware of Vic's location, as Vic's will be coming in from his left. But the counter flank coming out up onto him, as Boy Vic will be taken down by... Oh no, it started as we see SimGod already getting the knock up onto the boys from Fear Gaming, as the boys from HUB have decided to cross over to this part of the zone. SimGod getting tagged up. The boys Lens getting a molly up onto him. It's Toxic up against the boys from Fear. Shadowhound next to getting taken out by the last member from Dark Side. Looking at the boys outside the zone here. And see taking their time, as Dark Lords will just be letting that one go. Smoke will be getting taken out by Immortal straight up. But the boys from Fear Gaming will be coming in with reinforcements. Lens will be the only one here. But getting the shots out up onto Thermite. Gets Thermite tagged up. Gets him knocked. Gets the shots to connect. Tries to go for the confirm, but it's Toxic up against Lens. Toxic getting tagged up. Pretty bad. Lens still holding up to the side of this building, pushing it up onto Toxic, puts in the work with the Uzi, gets him tagged up. Lens, what are you on? As Lens is up against Popcorn. Lens gets Popcorn. Lens, what are you on? What is Lens on? Lens up against SimGod, but nope, he's got taken out by Thermite. New pushing in up to this one. They're both low. He knows that one. He doesn't go for the person who's not, as the information is coming out from look at him trying to get his confirms, and what? Thermite getting the shots to go out, getting it to confirm and clinching that one up, as the boys from Fear will be going out, losing their perfect position to the boys from Up Gaming, as we see the boys from Ninja Gaming also trying to get into this one. But Immortal looking at the boys from Dark Side is going to let them go, but Ninja Gaming pulling up pretty close to HUB, as you see Thermite and SimGod will be the last ones left, but Lucy will be getting or will be taken out by Gunman Ting, by the boys from Dark Side with that MK14. But the shot still coming out up onto him on the bridge. He gets taken out. Joe will be the last one left, and he knows there's someone trying to cross that bridge. He's trying to get the rest come up onto him, but while that is happening, we pull up to the boys from Ninja Gaming who are getting tagged up from up the hill by Triplex Gaming. He just healed up. Gab just healed up, and he's getting tagged up. My game is rendering. What is going on with my network? Conrad goes prone. He knows there are guys up on the hill. HUB is just directly behind them. Triplex Gaming supporting this fight from every angle, but look at the zone favoring the boys from HUB. We are down to 5 teams in the lobby, but Hub sees... Oh, I keep calling them HUB. Hub Gaming, Hub, whatever. They're in the zone. They're trying to utilize the zone as much as they can, but does he see the boys from Ninja Gaming by his side? He hears the footstep. He goes prone. The boys from Triplex Gaming might be able to spot SimGod over here in the floor. As you can see, he's down to 75 HP. Members coming up. SimGod be taking shots. SimGod is going to let them move. SimGod sees Gab. Gab is taking shots. Thermite will be taken out. SimGod gets Conrad, or Conrad goes down to Joke Right. And it's SimGod up against Gab. SimGod knows Gab is there. He sees him going. He's been looking at the kill feed. He knows there's just one member left for Ninja Gaming. He's trying to get into the zone. Thermite will be getting confirmed. SimGod still trying to get into the new zone. Does he see him? Yes, he sees him. And he takes him out. Ninja Gaming out by unfortunate circumstances. We're down to 4 teams in the lobby, and bro, the zone goes in favor of the boys from Triplex Gaming. Everyone has to get into the zone. It is a 4v2, v1, v1. We are down to 4 teams in the lobby. You guys know what time it is? We're down to 4 teams in the lobby. It is Sandhawk who is going to take this one. Everyone is pretty much snaking the boys from Triplex Gaming. G getting a knock onto him, but Roach will be getting tagged up from the side by the boys from Dark Side. He's getting tagged up from the side by Dark Side, but he wants to kind of go get that rest, but no, that rest cannot come up. He's got four seconds to get into the zone. Nobody is in the zone. Let's get this started. Shots coming out. Riptide will be taken out from Angels and Demon, as his law is from. Darkseid trying to cross the bridge, but Simgod will be getting taken out by Gunman team. Can the boys from Darkseid take it? They're sitting down here with 8 kills. Can they do this one? Can they do this one? Can they pull this off? As you see shots coming out from Joki up onto Bookie. But there goes a couple of them. Doesn't quite get it to connect so much. Bookie down to 75 HP. We're down to 3 teams in the lobby. They all have to get into the zone, but the shots coming out from Gun Mountain up onto the boys from Angels and Demon. Are they aware? It's a 2v4. We're down to 2 teams in the lobby. It's just the outside. They have to get into the zone. Will Triplex be able to take this one? Jokai, we're trying to get into the zone. He sees Bookie is getting tagged up. Goes for the reload. Gun Mountain trying to get into the zone, but Gun Mountain is taken out by Bushi. Joker will be the last one left. He's going down to the zone. He wants to drink the zone. Goes outside the zone and he doesn't have the new zone. Bookie, we're pushing it up onto him. Doesn't want that rest to come up, and look at that. He takes him out, and that will be a winner. Chicken dinner going over to the boys from the Let's Game. I knew you guys were going to do that, which is why I have this prepared. Swoosh! But anyways, beautiful gameplay coming out from the boys from Triplex Gaming, as we see them finishing this one with 4 kills. They got the zone advantage up that hill, and they used it to their fullest maximum and to all the advantages that they could use it to. The boys from Darkseid finishing this one in 2nd place with 7, 8, 9 kills, and the boys from Windows and the men finishing this one in 3rd place with 2 kills. HEB finishing this one with 4 kills. Actually, what? Hub finishing this one with 2nd, 11 kills. Are you guys keeping your eye out for the person with the highest skills? The person with the highest skills also gets a prize or gets a share out of the prize pool. That being said, if you need here, please subscribe. The boys from Ninja Daily finishes with Starplet in 6th, Third Party in 7th. The boys from Asylum finishing this one in 8th place. 9th, we've got Fear Shadowhound, who took the chicken dinner in the first match, finishing 20 10. Pride Study in 11. The boys from Tenacity in 12th place. Citizens Gaming in 13. The boys from Sulidami in 14. Blank in 15. And the boys from shit. Ha, lol. Interesting. Imagine. Let me turn off my All right, let me carry this video away before you start hearing what you're not supposed to hear. That being said, welcome back. Oh shoot. There we go. Hey, don't tell me. Okay. I look, you thought like I was lagging again. I wanted to be like, bro, who they run? I want to see people that are running, so I will be able to see what I'm about. Still lagging a bit, but yeah, your papa. This is why they watch. I'm gonna X this one. My laptop starts doing too much work out this now. Copy from this one. Why is it not showing up? Here, there's a delay. There's all these applications that are running in the background. But anyways, welcome back, guys. We are in Vikendi. This will be the last match of the day. I think the next matches will be on Thursday. Not sure if I'm going to be streaming that. But anyways, we have a pretty western flat path coming all the way from Ports, taking us down to Youuuu. We got the regular teams in the lobby. I think everyone made it to this match. We've got the boys from TPP, Tenacity, Third Party Purge, Tenacity Gaming, Angels and Demon, Blank Lead, but I keep calling them Blank Lead Brainox. I don't know why. Blank Legion, Citizens Gaming, Dark Side, Hub, Quiet Storm, Dark Lords, Triplex Gaming, Unsulidami, Ninja Gaming, PUBG Asylum, Fear, and Shadow Hound. Let's go! Everyone's pretty much getting settled in the zone. Vikendi is one of my favorite map. Oh, it used to be my favorite map till the Rangers started giving me more points. So, anyways, that being said, welcome back. We'll be keeping our eyes on the big sides, but look at Villa is totally being left out. Nobody wants to go to Villa, but we see a couple of teams heading over to Port Vosto. We've got only one team, the guys from Dark Side over there in Goroka. Well, Creatures also empty, but look at the boys from Angels and Demons going all the way to what? No, can we restart? This is not the Vikendi we know. This is not a Vikendi zone. This is an Erangel zone, but everyone is trying to get settled. This is going to be a very, very favorable zone. Everyone is going to like this one, but the boys from Hub taking over Castle. They're always landing close to Fear. These guys, man. Citizens will be in port. Zabava will be occupied by the boys from Dark Lords. Triplex Gaming, Trash Looting. The boys from Shadow Hounds will be in Coal Mine. Cosmodrome empty. Trevno empty. Peshkova empty. But Port Vosto, we've got the boys from Third Party Porch up against Tenacity Gaming. Tenacity Gaming have always landed with another team ever since they started today's match. Will they be able to win this one this time? That's cost them a couple of points. That being said, we're still keeping an eye for out for like the top fragger. I think the top fragger right now should be will be going to someone from HUB from Hub. I thought I saw someone end up with like 7 kills in like the last match in Sanho. So man, or something else. What? Interesting. But anyways, we're waiting for this one to pull out. The boys from Third Party Purge, they're always like, moving away from the fight when they know, they always like, try to get themselves looted up. But, well, I guess Vikendi is going to be a long match because nobody's close to anybody. And this is Zone 1. The boys from Unsulidami will be in Winery looting up. Millionaire will be occupied by Ninja Gaming. Quiet Storm over in Double Mestro. Dark Side in Goroka. I'm just trying to see where everybody is so I can actually know who is who, or who is shooting who when it starts to go down. But everybody pretty much came into this match with a full squad. I think only like PUBG Asylum and probably Shadow Hounds didn't come with like full squad. Tenacity has a full squad, yeah. How about you? Came with a full squad this time. So yeah, we're good. We're chilling for this one to start. We're waiting for this to start. I'm just gonna keep it up on the boys from Third Party Purge. Because they seem to be getting close, or they might be getting to a party soon. So I'm getting shot at soon on the party. Excuse me. Day one of the competition, everyone is well. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Like there's a delay. Alright, we're waiting for this one to actually start. Over here, input Vostok. Everyone is chilling and relaxing. Right now, I just feel like opening up food, You guys should come and start paying me and big. Yeah? Let me start GoFundMe. Put the link in the description. I said by you. Put the link in the description. GoFundMe for Crownz to get a capture card for smoother gameplay. You know the vibes. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. The follow button. I'm here on 45 followers, or actually, yeah, followers. That's what they call them here. And I believe that we can boost that up to a bigger figure. At least let's get to 50. Let's get to 50. Come on. Let me see you hit the subscribe, follow button, and if you can help me. Oh God, my goodness God. But anyways, stay with me. Just stay with me, okay? That's the cocoa. Stay tuned. Share the stream. Shots coming out from the background. Who's taking shots? I think that'll be Tenacity taking shots at the boys from the party port. Just when I decided to leave you alone, you decided to misbehave. Hey, more shots coming out from JUL up onto Immortal there. I don't want that little bit of life. One shot's coming out from the boys from Tenacity Gaming. JUL getting tagged up as he tries to lay the shot onto the boys from third party porch. Manny will be getting his res up. I'm minimizing and doing that because of the whole there's a little bit of a render or latency in my sound. But shots, the boys from Tenacity Game will be pushing or pulling closer to the boys from the party porridge. Let's see that one. Escobar will be out in the open. Is it disconnected? No money is there. You can see him dropping the tags out for his teammate. Everyone is still trying to find their way into the new zone. Blank getting pretty close to the boys from Unsullied Army, but they will not be starting off the fight. At least not yet, but Escobar will be getting tagged up. Is Siri disconnected? I think so. Hey Siri. Oh no, not you. I can't believe God. Man, my network is not even helping matters, man. It's 9 people. But anyways, the boys from Tenacity Gaming, I don't think they want this fight, or they want to make it seem like they don't want this fight because they seem to be getting in the car and pulling further away from the boys from third party perch. They know it's actually them, and just put an eye on the airdrop right now, which also still blesses us with another MK14. Oh, the boys from SDZ rotating quite close to the boys from Dark Lords. Shots coming out from Nick onto the boys from SDZ. Doesn't quite get it to connect to pull up to the boys from SDZ as the Sea Priest. OP driving, taking them to safe haven in the new zone, and they'll be waiting for the boys from Dark Lords to pull up close to that horizon so they can take the shots. Everyone's trying to get it. Everyone's trying to heat up, you know, get the health back before the fight actually starts. Blank not engaging the boys from Unsullied Army, letting them be, and they'll be getting out of there. The boys from Tenacity Gaming will be out in the open. Not a good idea. Kresnik is being occupied by the boys from Hub. No one has gone for the airdrop, at least not yet. We'll be leaving it on Dark Lords and Citizens Gaming. Still on zone 1. You can hear me. That's the point. The boys from PUBG Asylum would also be close to Port Vostok. I think I see a lot of fight brewing up in the eastern part of the zone. The zone is already coming in, so I'm just gonna keep this one here. Let me go and start screening these guys in my chat. When does your stream unlock spells? Matter of fact, I don't know. I really don't know for Trovo, but hopefully soon. I think I can only unlock spells when I like surpass the 50 follower mark, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed on that one. Don't worry, Friday. I know you want to spend. I don't want to spend. I mean, Friday was actually in the competition. Oh, that's a player coming out from SDZ. Friday was trying to beat me on 2A-bet stream yesterday on the whole casting thing, but you know, you just gotta be, you know, you gotta show the boss. You gotta show them that you're the boss. Let's just put it that way. Get totally owned him yesterday. You can't even deny it Friday, can you? Yeah. Well, I mean, when the lobby doesn't get started, if you want to fight, push, Priest, come on, push. Don't stand here and be panning your teammates, yo. But what is going on? Everyone is still far from each other. Yo, it's gonna take a while before it starts in Vikendi. And that's the thing about Vikendi, the fact that you can literally get loots everywhere, and it's quite comfortable. You get compounds everywhere, so it's easy for people to just, like, you know, wait and chill and just stay, let things just happen. You get, but see them looking down. They know Dark Lords are down there with them, but look at Zone 2, not even letting us work. But Zone 2 is going to be pushing out the boys from Citizens Gaming and Dark Lords, making them move into the zone. So who is going to gatekeep who? Where is Dark Lords? Okay, they're the one closest. Unsullied Army drinking a little bit of zone, of the blue zone, before they get into this one. What? The boys from Tenacity Gaming will be pushing closer to the boys from Third Party Purge, as we see Siri moving pretty close to TPP. Gets tagged from up the hill by from up the building by Manny. Pulling over to Escobar. Where is Escobar? Escobar was close. Escobar knows there's someone on the building. I don't think he likes this stuff, but he knows he's right there in front of Manny. But Manny with the beautiful money, yo. Doesn't quite get it, doesn't get him, doesn't get him. Man is still up on the building. It gets off of that building and gets inside the building now. But the boys from Tenacity Gaming will be in a box by the boys from Third Party Purge. As you see, they've got 2 members behind, but Easy will be engaging the boys from Third Party Purge. As you see, Immortal has been taken up to about 50 HP. It's about to get started in Port Vostok here as the boys from PUBG Asylum will be pushing in closer to the Party Purge. Shots still coming out over here. Easy taking his time. They're just 3. Jacuzzi, my man. The boys from Tenacity Gaming taking things slowly. Siri will be outside here. He's trying to get an angle on the boys from the Party Purge. They were able to get himself out of that box, and now Third Party Purge seem to be the one in the middle of all of this. Sweet in the middle. Okay, the boys from SDZ, Citizens Gaming, and Dark Lord will be leaving each other alone, and they'll be getting into the zone as we see the boys from Team 13. Quiet Storm getting passed by the boys from Team 11, which is going to be Dark Side. Will they be taking the shots at them? Yes, they already did, and Dark Side will be down. Terror already got down. The nades coming out onto him. I don't know what he's trying to do, but I don't think his teammates are down for a rest onto him. Oh, wait, they are. Teammates too OP in it. Actually, no. They're all running. I think Terror was the only one with the car, and they're all running back towards him. It's quite Storm getting one of the boys. The boys from Ninja will be close to the boys from Hub. As you see them rotating close to each other. Fierce in the vehicle. Conrad also in the vehicle. They're close to the boys from Hub. Will they be getting shot at over here at Mount Kresnik? No, they will not be shot at because what? They're the JP. Shots coming out from Conrad, but no, Conrad will be getting taken out by Detective 24. But Detective 24 is solo. Fierce will be pushing up onto him. You might want to destroy that car now before he heals up, but nope, it's already too late, and now you're just going for the rest. Look at you. Oh god. Detective will be pushing in onto this fight. He already saw them. It's Detective pushing in. He sees Fierce, takes him out. Yep, that one bound to happen. Should have pushed him before he healed up, but nope, you just have to let it go. What happened to Tenacity Gaming? They are out. I don't know how I missed that fight. I was carried away with my stream lag. You caught me serious. Anyways, I was so carried away with my stream being laggy, but the boys from Shadow Hound will be getting the members who pushed up onto them down. But yo, it's getting messy in the zone as we see shots coming out everywhere in the zone or in the lobby. The boys from Dark Side. Oh, you see what I'm seeing? Because if you're seeing what I'm seeing, you should know it's about to go down. Look at Quiet Storm in the middle of 3 players from Dark Side. Chris, does he know? Okay. Grenade. Give that guy nade. Yeah, like 5 minutes delay because people will not be checking the stream to know where other people are and then start up a show. Are you sending? Who are you? Which YouTube are you sending? Nah, I don't share it still. See this girl won't come out already. I don't know. I don't even get my stream. Why can't I remove the comments? I don't know why I cannot mod on people, but there's still like a lot of things on this. But anyways. Okay, PUBG side, I'm pushing pretty close to the boys from the party purge. I don't know why I'm lagging. My battery is actually quite.
Why don't come here?
This guy on Ultra, like quiet man. Quiet Storm still over there in the blue zone, waiting for this one to happen. Zone 3 about to show its face. Play zone already getting started with the boys from Triplex Gaming who are getting heavily third-partied by Dark Lords. New zone, and new zone pushes us further central. I'm going to be leaving the guys in the zone alone, pulling over to Dark Lords over here, trying to see what's going on here with the gatekeep coming out from them onto the boys from Triple X Gaming. Ah! He spoke the language, yo! Ah, bro, you can't be serious. But anyways, the shot's already coming out as Nick already getting a knock up onto Buki. Actually, Tega now. Tega was trying to go for the res. Bushi will be there drinking.
The story building for your left.
And the shot will be coming out. Bushi also goes down. Jin will be the last one left. But Jin will be letting the shots come out up to Nick. You shouldn't have done that. That was bait, and you just fell for the bait. As you see Nick trying to get that flank angle on him, Nick already knows where he is. Nick push with Nick now, and Nick sees Jin trying to go into the. He tags him up though. Man, I gotta learn that language. That language is actually going on underneath. I want to learn it. The shot's actually coming out. As Tega will be getting confirmed, but the confirms coming out. Nick going for the flank, and he gets in. Good wipe coming up onto the boys, or coming out from the boys from Dark Lords. As Chris is still looking at the boys from Dark Side. Dark Side smoking himself up. They're all not in the zone, but Rusty will be getting tagged up by Nax, and the fighter started. Gunman thing has been taken out by the play zone. Not by the play zone, and that is not what they want. They've got just 3 members, but look at Max going back into the zone. He wants to load up. He needs those meds. He needs those heal. Yeah, you can hear him. Max is the one that has been talking since. If my stream is lagging, I guess that is actually going to be this. This is actually going to be like a problem or problem from Trovo. Are they trying to see if they can get the rest? Because if they are, that's a bad idea. They should be trying to get into the zone, but putting over to the boys from Asylum, because Easy is on fire. Whoa, and he gets taken out instantly as you see the shots coming out from PUBG Asylum up onto Boy G. Doesn't quite get it to connect, but he get it taken out by Lucid. He's played for just too long. He got too happy over there, Barry, and he will be taken out. As you see the boys from third party court pushing into this one. Ninja trying to put a party this one, but who has that car that is flying? The party court clearing out the boys from PUBG Asylum. We are down to 12 teams in the lobby. Ninja Gaming putting up on this one. Fear also pulling up on this one. They avert the shots and they wanted zone 4 pushes us for the west, actually for the east. The boys from Quiet Storm finding their way into the zone. Everyone's trying to get into the zone. Yeah, the zone is obviously going to take because it's fragging zone 4, but Lance gets taken out by Leo, but Leo would also be going down to PG if I'm not mistaken. Shot still going out onto that tight angle. Faisal will be getting the dress up onto Leo, but there's oh, not a frag, it's a smoke. More smokes coming out from Pixie, and Faisal will be going back. Leo will also be getting tagged up. Was that a nade? SDZ Priest getting it started with the boys from Shadow Hounds, as you see them already getting started in the northern side of the zone. Shelby getting the shots out, gets Sparrow. It's getting pushed up from the side with the MPK. Tom Shelby up against Priest, gets Priest down. S gets 11 down with the G36. Shadow Hounds pulling up this one up on the boys from Citizens Gaming. As Citizens Gaming getting taken out one after the other. 11 down, Shadow down. They are down to just wait. What is going on? Who is now alive? Nobody will be alive for Citizens Gaming as they go out in 12th place. Beautiful gameplay coming out from Shadow Hounds over there, but the boys from Fear Gaming Hawk, it's up, pulling pretty close to the boys. It's up against Blank. Detective 24. Detective 24 gets in through the window. Will be coming into the house to get his confirmed, and yes, he does get his confirmed. GG is coming out. Someone tell Max to keep quiet. The boys from Fear will be losing one player in this fight as we see Lens pushing in with that M249 up onto the boys from Ninja Gaming. We've got 3 teams in Port Vosto. But Party Porch still having a full team up. The boys from Quiet Storm trying to get into the zone. Dark Side will be going out. I don't know how. Oh no. Dark Side not going out quite yet. They're up on, oh no, zone 5 pushes us. Takes us for the central or east. ish. That's getting smaller. The zone getting smaller. Detective 24 is getting tagged up from behind. But look at that cover fire coming out from Rambo. You love to see it. That is why you've got teammates QST known for third party, putting in the work, doing their thing, and you see the boys from third party porch trying to get into that center zone. Up gaming up on this hill, trying to push closer into Port Vosto, but they're moving quite close to the boys from Fear, as Lens will be outside. Lens has got the M249. Drex has been tagged up. The boys from Hub Gaming pushing in. Someone is holding an M24. Actually, is that an M24 and an AW? I think that was an M24. But Knee will be getting Drex with the SLR from behind the fence, and that'll be the end of Drex, as Pixie will be lobbying him. Up Gaming left with 2 guys left. SimGod, actually 3 guys. SimGod, Melodious, and Toxic, who I have no idea where he is, but Quiet Storm pulling up quietly behind him. Lens putting in the work with the M249, but no, it doesn't quite get it to connect. This stuff don't do. Wrong. Lens trying to get that reload, pulling off him. Pixie getting tagged up. Knee will be close to him, or her actually. Knee tries to get into cover, does get into cover. Putting out of this one, going aerial as we see Rambo pushing in onto Knee and Pixie. Knee already got his heal up. Len should have gotten his reload, and Blank pushing up on the wrong side of this fence, as Knee will be getting the res up onto Pixie. Blank coming in. Lens has been taken out. No, Lens is still alive. Blank still pushing in, trying to get into the zone, but look at it getting started as we see Dark Lord, Angels and Demons. The boys from Shadowhounds, everyone, Black Liberax, everyone is pretty much shooting at everybody as it's Rambo, as it gets Chris down. Don't go with the last one left for Quiet Storm. Chris gets taken out. Darkside, Naxside gets taken out. Exo will be taken out, and that will be the end of Quiet Storm. It's all happening over here in Port Vosto. Third party purge up over in Port Vosto. They were the first people to get into Port Vosto, and we were able to hold this one up. We see Blank. We see Lucid is up on the building. Faisal down under the bridge. Lens will be in this house with Lucid. They hear each other's footsteps. Manny will be pushing into that building, but gets down by the M249, gets lobbied instantly. But Vic also trying to push into that building. They're pushing one after the other. This is bad. Lucid going in, also trying to face Lens with the M249. Goes upstairs. Do they know where Lens is? Lens is in the building. They see Lens with the Uzi, but Lens is down by the boys from third party purge. Pulling over to Boy Vic. What is going on everywhere? It's wild in this lobby. Pulling over to who else is close? Not Dark Lords. It's gonna be Mad Gas. The boys from Hub Gaming. Ninja also close to this one. I'm gonna bring it here now, because this is actually a lot of fight. Boys, see the shots coming out that Flora will be getting a knock onto the boys from Angels and Demons. Everyone is here at Port Vosto, but the zone pushes us further away from Port Vosto. Shadowhounds taking the shots. Playzo going down, taking the boys from Dark Lords. Fear Me will be taking out. He's going to be trying to get his res up, and Pixie will be there to just res him up. The zone will be coming in less than a minute. Lucid knows they're in that building. He's going to hold up the net. He's opening up the Molly, throws it in. Was that a good one? No. The door closes the door. Lucid spoils the door, doesn't want them to have anything to do, but they can't rotate with that car. That car is literally on fire. It's smoking. The boys from Orb chilling this one out here. They know there are people over there in the church, and they're waiting for them to make that move. Boy Vic up on the building, waiting for the slightest of movement so he can actually take them out. Toxic also still in that building. They're all looking at this one, waiting for it to happen as we see shots coming out. Laser getting the nade up onto Champ, and the boys from Angels and Demons will be starting this one. We're putting over to them. Shots still coming out from everywhere in this zone as the boys from Fear try to get into the zone. Hub doesn't have an eye on them. Boy Vic finally putting in the work. Immortal getting with the M249, and that will be the end of the boys from Fear Gaming, putting over it to the boys from Angels and Demon as we see Laser already trying to push in to the building with the Dark Lords. It gets smoke. Champ will be the last one left. Something is wrong. Why is my game lagging? Molly is coming out. Got him. Got him. Got him! A smoke will be in the lobby, or will be in the fire actually. Champ was on fire, but he's able to run that one off as the boys from Ninja Gaming will be getting tagged up. Hub Gaming also up here. Onto the damage putting in the work. Shadowhounds getting tagged up. Nick putting in the work also onto the boys from Angels and Demon, but doesn't quite get it to connect. Shadowhound will be taken out by Unsullied Army. Next, he also getting tagged up by Nick over there. As we see the boys from top party port, everyone is trying to get out of Port Vosto. Champ will be the last one left for Dark Lords as he's heading out of the building. Actually, not the last one. Gets out successfully. He knows that guys from Angels and Demon are close to him, and here comes the zone. Lucid down in the zone. Lucid goes down. Toxic with the last one left for Immortal with the 249. Clears the whole squad. He's in the zone. He gets laser, doing it with his last life, and he goes down to the zone. We are down to 2 teams in the lobby. It's Unsullied Army up against the boys from Champ. It is a 2v2 right now in Vikendi, and we are down here in the icy part of Port Vosto. How is it gonna play out? Who is gonna take this one? Dark Lords or the boys from Unsullied Army? Fun fact: none of them have the zone, but Dark Lords seem to be closer to the zone than the boys from Unsullied Army. As you see the smoke coming out. Unsullied Army, okay, they're also letting the smoke come out. They've got a bike actually, so I feel like they should be fine. Chilling for this one to start as the boys from Unsullied Army. I feel like both teams should know that it is a 1v1 or it is a 2v2 actually. And you can already see the introductory shots coming out from Nick as he already found his way into the play zone. Unsullied Army wasted too much time over there in that compound. I don't know what they were still waiting for. They should know it's a 2v2. They should know it's a 2v2 by now. But Nick already getting perfect angle up onto them. He's still letting the smokes come out. Okay, they're pushing in close to each other as we see Florence getting taken out, but that will be the end of the game as Unsullied Army lost that fight to Dark Lords, who won this winner chicken dinner with 4 kills. GG's coming out from everyone there. This will be the last match for today. I'll be going live again in a few minutes because I have to stream the Umanzi Pro League, something like that, but I'll be back soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, please hit the follow/subscribe button. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all the support. I tried to see if you're wondering why it started lagging. It's 1 from trouble, and 2 I sort of kind of reduced like my frame rates, so like it would stop the whole slow motion P, and I believe it reduced it a whole lot. I just have to like deal with the now it even seems too fast, safe. But anyways, that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the support. I will be expecting you guys again in a couple of minutes when I'll be going live with the boys from the African Pro League or Umanzi League. But anyways, that's Dark Lord in first, Unsullied Army in second, Top Party Purge in third place, Angels and Demon in fourth, Hub in fifth, Shadowhound in sixth, Ninja Gaming in seventh, the boys from Fear finishing this one in 8th, Blank in 9th, Quiet Storm in 10th, Dark Side 11th place, and Citizens finishing this one in 12th place, PUBG Asylum in 13th, Triplex Gaming in 14th, Tenacity Gaming finishing this one in 15th place, and that will be the end of the Pro Scrim Prototype eSports Pro Scrims today with a 6,000 prize pool. We'll be seeing you guys again on Thursday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming on Thursday, but either ways, we will see you guys on Thursday. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys in a jiffy. Stay tuned, stay connected. Good vibes, stay pounds.